What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the 6th episode of Wonder Egg Priority. This one's titled Punch Drunk Day. Not quite sure where we're going with this one. So yeah, this show is very, very interesting in a lot of the themes it's trying to discuss and raise and talk about, whilst also having its own character journeys and such go through. One thing that I was very handily pointed out last week, let me just make sure who it was before I keep going. Where was last week's episode? Where is last week? There's last week. So this was from IQ. Yeah, so IQ points out that, yes, every time we go and deal with an egg, depending on who it is, the location is always the same. So for it is at the school, which is where Koito jumped off and killed herself. For Neru, it seems to be the bridge, and that seems to be where the sister jumped off the bridge. For Rika, right? Yeah, for Rika and ultimately Shiemi, it seems to be a cliffside, so potentially jumped off a cliff. And then for Momoe, seems to be in front of a train station, so presumably jumped in front of a train. I'm assuming that's how that ended up going. So it seems to be that implication, like they all seem to be related to the location of death. The other thing mentioned was like the weapons also being connected, with Rika being a box cutter when she used to cut herself, Neru being a compass, possible that the sister stabbed her with a compass. We know the sister attacked. The multicolored pen, I don't know for really, but it's possible that maybe that pen is linked to what's her face? Potentially Koito, maybe. They linked that maybe it was Kurumi's pen, but I don't see how Kurumi would be able to pass off anything like that. Considering, I don't know, there's still some interpretations to be taken on the weapons anyway. But one thing I did want to point out, just because I'm very suspicious about this whole situation, I do not believe that we can just bring up this person back to life and save them. I fundamentally don't think that's the message the show would go for. Like, I don't think that's the point of this show, necessarily. But the one thing that's kind of bugging me is Rika, right? When she was talking of Chiemi, and this is pointed out in the comments as well by Alec K, Rika said that she was all skin and bones, implying that maybe Chiemi had a bit of an eating disorder when she finally took her life. However, when we see Chiemi on the cliff face, she's not exactly skin and bones. She's not in a... I would not rate her body as one of having a very severe eating disorder that is causing her to be extremely malnourished. That doesn't seem to be the case. Now, it's possible she's skin and bones because of how long it took for her to be found after death. Maybe, if she's jumped from a cliff. She might not have been found for a certain amount of time. But her body is still... I wouldn't call her fat, but she's definitely not skinny either. So I'm wondering if the physical representations that we're seeing is the character's memory of that person, or if it's like something's just odd there. Like, it's obviously not when they died, because, well, if she had an eating disorder, she was skin and bones when she took her life. Why would she not be skin and bones as she's at the cliffside? You know, like, just something about that kind of bugs me, and it doesn't quite track. I don't know, maybe it's just for the sake of the viewer to know that that is actually Chiemi, or maybe that is meant to imply a point. I don't quite know. See, this show has a lot of things where I'm like, could this be making a point? Could this not be making a point? I don't quite know. But, yeah, I'm kind of curious about that bit there. Like, why bother to say that she was all skin and bones and then not depict her as such? Like, it made sense in the flashback for her not to be like that, but then in the actual... when we actually see her physically frozen, why is she not skin and bones, per se? I don't know, just something to think about, you know? Because, again, I'm so suspicious of this whole situation with the eggs and everything. Like, saving these people is like... I feel like this is just a form of therapy to work these girls through their problems. That's what it feels more like. Not actually we're saving these girls, it's to learn the truth of what happened and to understand that and move on with our lives. That feels like more the message that this show wants to kind of go for, but I guess we'll see as time goes on. Anyway, Punch Drunk Day, no idea. Also, last episode, I do want to bring up the fact that we talked about like death being selfish, or suicide itself being selfish, and it's an important point to bring up. And to an extent, I can agree with certain points that were raised with it. And as I think Rex pointed out, was it Rex? I just had the page up and I closed it. But I think it was Rex that pointed out that, yeah, suicide being selfish is kind of inherently part of Japan's culture in its way, because jumping in front of trains is a common form of suicide there, which makes a degree of sense. I don't know. I'm sure I've definitely heard stories of my local train stations, not my local train station. It's just not that populated here, but like other more bigger, like almost like hub train stations. I've definitely heard of people jumping in front of trains here in the UK as well. I don't think it's as common of a thing. I think it's normally hanging is more common around here, I think, than anything. But yeah, as pointed out by Rex, cleaning bills for the trains often goes to the family, and so it's a financial repercussion for suicide to people, to your loved ones. Aside from the emotional like stress and the stuff that puts on your family and those who are close to you, that might drive them to give up, and like it could cause a chain of suicides, which it's a good point to bring up. And I'm glad this show was willing to do so as well. Like, I love that this show is willing to talk about topics that really you wouldn't normally expect. Like I said, the sexuality thing has been a huge thing, and it might be because, as also Rex points out, these themes are very relevant to teenage girls, just in general. Like a lot of the sexuality things, being groped, like the sex symbol idol-esque thing that we even saw with Gekidoll this season as well, being taken advantage of and things like that. Hence why we've got more suspicions on the teacher as well, incorporating into that. It's like this show's willing to talk about all these things, and they may or may not be true. We do not know, but it's making you think, and I think that is part of the show as well, making you question and think about situations like that and arriving at your own conclusions, depending on what information you have. So it's a very interesting show that promotes a lot of discussion, and that's a good type of show in my mind. It's not a relaxing show. It's not a super entertainment-based show. It's very much a discussion and thought-provoking show, and we need something like this every now and then, so all for it. Anyway, we're going to load the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based form reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do, which is everything from this season and future seasons. Some backdated shows, Patreon request shows like School Live, which will be following after this. Movie reactions will also be back. Full picture-in-picture versions of movies will be on the channel. We're starting with Your Name on the 23rd, so stay tuned for that. Polls for next month's movie will also be going up, so also stay tuned. That's Patreon exclusive as well. But here on YouTube, we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see the time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We're watching this one on Funimation as per usual, since that's who licensed it this season. We have Aniplex and Funimation logos, so about 12 seconds logos, give or take. I'll call them out as they go past. You can also use screen flash on my face or mic to tell when the scene is transitioning. So, somewhat lengthy intro over. Let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Aniplex. And Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Where are we? We're in the school, okay. Hello again. Oh. They just got even creepier. Haters. You've done too much to stand out in this world. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Hmm. The haters. Okay. Hmm. Huh. She'll regenerate? Well, now we got the actual title, I guess. Interesting way of working it in. Still get chills every time it kicks in. Alright. Punch Drunk Day. Nice photo. Hmm. 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 Still trying to push that. Hmm. 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 That would have been a convenient way to get out of it. Huh? Seems like it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Where's Zoraka? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sure. Hmm. Oh no. Oh no. Now. Madoka flashbacks. Madoka flashbacks. Oh no. Oh no. I can't be the only one who immediately went like that, right? I can't be the only one. Hmm. Okay, we're hatching eggs now. Do it at home? Ready? Okay. That's not a line. Did she have a talk with thingy? People find their time to be alone? Adorable. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Bizarre. So bizarre. Hmm. Hmm. Well. Hmm. Oh, holy shit. Boy. Huh? Uh, we're not going where I think we're going with this, are we? You're not going to say you're going to start dating or something, are you? You're not going to do that, are you? No way. Holy fuck. Holy shit, they're actually going there. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Uh, oh, how the fuck do you react to this? Oh, he's so happy. So happy. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Jesus. I mean, I don't think it's that. Right. That's been and done. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know if always. I mean, that's quite a. It's a dark view, but. Hmm. This whole situation's so off. Right. Mm. Mm-hmm. Who say we can? Possibly. What? What? To be fair, she's not blushing, so she might actually be telling the truth there. Maybe at one point she did? Hmm. There's no one there, is there? Yep. Only she can see him. Or whoever it is. Oh. Is this going to be one of those things where you have to believe to see? Jesus. Hmm. Oh, she can see him now. That look on the, the look on his face is just so off. Oh, hello. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, got it against it. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. God. Right. Huh? Hmm. Okay. Huh. Hmm. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, next time, after school at 14. Okay, after school at 14. Well, they're all 14-year-olds, right? So, what happens after school when you're 14? Depends on which clique you're with, really. Um, okay. That was a super interesting episode, and I can't wait to actually start. Yeah, I'm sure other people made that Pokemon reference. It's like, it's very Pokemon. Um, huh. Yeah, Sawaki is just. It's just something about it. It's interesting because he has always. Just every single little scene with him and every single, like. To be fair, most of the scenes we've seen with him have been very brief interactions with him, right? At least because we're being told this from Ai's perspective. Every single interaction has been very brief and has almost purposely been framed in a way that incites suspicion, especially with some of the conversations we've had and everything as well. It's very much inciting that suspicion in him. However, potentially now that we're going to school and in theory would be seeing much more of him throughout the day, it's possible that we're now going to see him in a different way and potentially alleviate some of that suspicion. Potentially. But him and the mother dating, like, yeah, I mean, he was coming around more than just for Ai's sake at that point. Like, he was too diligent about that, and it's like, okay, yeah. But them dating's like, Jesus Christ, how do you react in that situation? Like, God. I don't know. God, and seeing those, like, things come out as like, oh God, we doing Madoka or something now. Like, it really felt like we were going Madoka route, and I was like, oh no. I was really concerned, but no, they're just familiars. Presumably. Unless they're not. No, they are familiars. But yeah, it's just bizarre. Hmm. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to think of Sawaki. I really don't. It's hmm. The bracelet the bracelet has more importance than I think I'm understanding right now as well. Because yeah, she grabbed that and went on with it pretty quickly. But that's also maybe that does give more basis for Kurumi, her pen being given to Ai. Maybe Ai is taking a little something from. I think someone pointed this out relatively early on as well when it came to her characters that she kind of latches onto and takes a little bit of someone's personality, and like she kind of bundles that together to make her own personality. So it's possible that, like, when she's dealing with these people in the egg, she's taking a little bit from them every time, evidenced by maybe physical possessions as well, in the form of the pen, the bracelet. I don't know if she's got anything else from any of them. Did she get like a CD from the twins or something? Although that wasn't technically hers, that was Rika's egg, not her egg. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Kind of curious to see where they're going with that one. But this show is really, really good at making you think like that. It really is. Don't know why they made One Direct priority. Obviously stated in the episode. I don't think they needed to do that, but sure, go for it. Yeah, just yeah. It's hard to understand what this show is going for, and I love that. I love how ambiguous it actually is. We don't quite know where this is going. I'm still expecting something to happen. Like, I cannot believe the base premise of why they're going into the eggs. I cannot believe that. No. Yeah, my brain is just... I don't know how to describe this. I don't know how to describe how I feel about this show. It's really, really difficult. I mean, I'm obviously enjoying it, evidenced by the smile that just naturally comes up every time I'm thinking about this show, but there's so much more to this that it's gonna surprise us with. There's still a huge surprise left in this show, I know it. I'm just curious when it's gonna come. Like I said, I still don't trust Aka nor Aka. It's just... who would, right? Especially in this sort of situation, but... I don't know, just something... Goddamn, Saki. But we do seem to be, as we're progressing through this, we are learning and remembering more and more. So it seems like Ai has kind of subconsciously shut out some things and is now starting to remember and learn more things about herself. In a similar way to, oh, there's something else that I wanted to bring up, but God, if I remember where I wanted to bring that up from. I'm going to make a reference to a show, and I don't know what show I'm trying to reference. What show was I trying to reference? I don't know if there actually is one. No, I don't know what I'm thinking of anymore. Forget me. Forget it. My brain's fried. My brain is completely fried, like an egg. Yeah, so... yeah. I'm super curious to where this show is going with it. I'm still not fully trustful of things. The teacher is still sus, even though I feel like that's an intentional misdirection now. I feel like that is an intentional misdirection because we're seeing it from Ai's perspective, and because she has this one-sided view of him, now that she's opening up a bit more, and dealing with that monster that only that one girl could see, and no one else would believe her. But if you start to think about it and you understand where she's coming from, maybe you see something you don't necessarily see. Maybe that's playing into Ai's character now and seeing what she didn't necessarily see before when it came to Sawaki and Koito's situation. Maybe she's going to start piecing it together and learning a bit more that way, you know? So I'm kind of just to see where they play with it. But bringing the school as a new setting and seeing where we go with it is going to be very, very interesting. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one, as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the show. This show encourages discussion, so any comments, I want to see those comments because I want to talk this show through. If you want to come on Discord and talk this show through, please come do so. This is one of those shows that I want to talk about at length. I really do. So don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.